know everybody might be asleep this time of night. Hi to the three people in here. I'm still sick, but I'm getting better now. My voice isn't as hoarse as it was. I can't even see the chat. If Hi, Heaven Sent. Hey, Auntie Donna. How are you? So this was very random. I I'm kind of private about stuff that happens in my life, but hey, I'm private, but I'm an open book at the same time. So, from my understanding, Krustyfoot decides to try to put my story out there like a child. I don't understand, but I didn't listen to it because I just didn't want to feed myself that. But from the cliff notes I got, she tried to make it sound worse than it actually was. It was already a bad. Of course, it's never like a good situation when you put yourself in those situations to where you feel like you do have to you know terminate a pregnancy. So I'm 28. um I've had two abortions actually. I was 20, and then the second one I was 22. So the story with the when I was 20, we were together. um I knew that he had a lifestyle, like he sold drugs, there's no need for me to hide it now. But he sold drugs, and he had no intentions of getting a regular job or something legitimate and legal. Thank you, Auntie Donna. Thank you. Um, so we were together, but he cheated on me, so we was kind of like on and off a lot. So I was going to, I was going to college, and I just noticed I just kept being sick or whatever. Couldn't find out I was pregnant. He was happy about it. Blah blah blah. I wasn't, and so I'm sorry. I was like stopped up. So I told him I don't think I want it. He was like, "Why?" I was like, "First of all, I still live with my parents, and I don't know how me and you are going to work long term." And of course, he still wanted me to have the baby or whatever. Um, and I just decided I didn't want it. Like, I talked to my parents, and they said, whatever decision you make, I support it. Found out I was only like 6 weeks. It wasn't even like, fully grown at that point. So I looked into it, went a couple of cities over where they actually do it, and found out that you can take a pill, kind of like I think it's like a medical abortion. You take a pill, and then you go home, and then it comes out while you're at home like a miscarriage. So that's the option I took. So Krustyfoot wanted to make it seem like I did like some backwood abortion or some old fashioned abortion, when actually the procedure I took was more expensive than your typical like vacuum cleaner situation. I never had been in that situation because I just don't like people going up all in there like that. I barely like getting pap tests, but I do it because I have to. But the first time I took the pill, very painful, very very like at that time of my life, I was never emotional. Like I will hold everything in. I'm the most emotional that I've ever been in my whole life, honestly. But at that time, I didn't shed a tear. I was kind of like numb. Um, and she said I wore Pampers and stuff like. Yeah, if you're gonna have if you know for a fact you're gonna have a miscarriage, and I have some old depends that when my grandma was alive and the depends are still here, why wouldn't I wear them? What I'm gonna do? Let it come out, go on my bed? Like, come on now, like let's speak common sense. So yeah, that happened, and then of course 2 years later got caught up again, and then pretty much the same thing. But I mean, that's just my take on that. Like, I don't know why people want to make it seem like it's worse than it is. And the only reason that conversation was ever brought up at the time was because last year both of the guys died. I mean, I didn't run them over with my car, unlike somebody else, but they died. One was murdered, and one was in a bad car accident. So yeah, it kind of like, cause I was pretty much over. I was healed from it. I didn't think about it no more because, like I said, I was 20 and 22. I'm 28. I had over 6 to 8 years to heal from that, and the only reason it hurt because they died. It's like, wow, and I was still okay with them. I ain't had no type of relationship, but yeah, I was okay with them. And they died. They both died in such tragic situations. So basically, I just came here to spill my own tea, the true tea, and not what somebody else would say about me. Like I, I'm actually gonna talk about the scam situation. I'm gonna talk about, excuse me, ugh, even the situation where I had to go to the psychiatric hospital. That I only went. Okay, that'll be another video because it's a lot of stuff that led to that. Like I didn't just wake up and go crazy. Okay, like a lot of I was going through a lot, and it was like more than one thing. It was like stuff piling on top of each other that just led me to have a breakdown. So if like I feel like I'm one of the sanest people in this sector, so I don't know why they try to make it seem like I'm so crazy when I feel like I make the most sense out of a lot of people. Like, come on now, like people, like the stuff they do. You so pressed over this 28-year-old, like you need a life. Like if I was married with a husband, I wouldn't have time to be arguing with these bitches on YouTube. Honestly, shit. So that's my story. That's all I wanted to say. And I may come back tomorrow. Y'all have a great day.